Hey, I'm Neil. I work as a non-exec founder alongside some great startups, and over the past 30 years I've built multi-million-pound businesses with my fellow founders. And today I'm sharing my 5 growth hacking insights. As we saw in my last video, 9 insights into raising European seed funds, what matters is that your team build traction with users and, if possible, customers. Hence, in this video, I'm leaning into growth hacking insights and how to set up your team to deliver the traction and growth your startup needs. Note, the reason I focus on growth hacking team is simply because the range of skills is so enormously broad. A growth team will typically consist of a few people, all of whom share common skills and knowledge, but where each one has particular ability in a key area. Warning, if you're looking for just one person to deliver it all by themselves, then you're running a high risk of failure. The good news is that growth hacking skills can be learned quickly and cheaply online via Udemy, etc. So crucially, when you, the founder, hire, look for someone with the desire to learn. But equally, do check that you aren't just hiring a course junkie and that your new person still has a powerful desire to act. Oh, and don't forget that they need to fit into the team too. Insight number 1, set up your growth hacking team right. To understand growth hacking and the skills you need in the team, let's start by contrasting it with marketing. Here's a really useful quote. Aside from being focused on growth, what makes growth teams unique from your startup sales and marketing teams is that they are made up of data-driven, analytical and product-focused employees. This is from Kevin Payne at kevintpayne.com. Hence, a growth hacking team compared to a marketing team has 3 additional skill sets: data-driven, analytical and product-focused. So let's take a closer look at these skills. What do we mean by product-focused? Firstly, let's recognize that since the turn of the century, the means of marketing has moved from buying someone else's audience via adverts and inserts and lists to building your own. Hence, the ability to manipulate the website or social media or email or video channels is now a key growth skill that younger marketeers would normally have baked into their experience or be able to acquire very quickly. Whether product is a digital experience, service as a software or platforms, etc., this requires a UX or UI ability to see the customer experience and to intervene where engagement is lost or where messages are missing. Increasingly, this UX/UI skill applies to complex e-commerce websites too. However, in virtual product startups, the growth hacking team also needs the means and ability to upgrade the web or app software. Similarly, in e-commerce startups, they require the growth team to have the ability to develop physical product. These types of skill are not natural in digital marketeers. Hence, you face a question. Should you develop these product capabilities with one of your marketeers, or can you bring a software or product developer or engineer into your growth hacking team who is able to develop a sensitivity to marketing and customers and users? Part of the answer about who can move from a pure technical or software or engineering role to a growth hacking team and vice versa will depend on mindset, which is insight number 2. Set your growth hacking team mindset for risk. The growth hacking mindset leans strongly to risk, which is equally matched by the approach that if a strategy fails, kill it quickly and replace. The speed of interaction with users and customers has changed from seasons and long campaigns to weeks, days, hours, and even minutes. So how do you plan in this environment? Well, you don't. At least not in the old-fashioned sense of annual marketing plans. So you can't plan the year, but you can plan to hack the year instead. The way to manage a growth hacking team is with a weekly scorecard, which tracks all the essential data points of performance. Hence, don't expect an annual marketing plan, nor hire someone that offers you one. Instead, start with a team that takes action. However, in addition to action, they also need, in parallel, to capture data because insight number 3. In growth hacking, only 4 things matter: data, 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 and data. The data-driven mindset culture is no different from a direct response or direct marketing of old team. However, the tools have changed. Python has replaced Excel and Access, etc. And dashboard software makes data accessible for non-technical specialists too. Still, regardless of technical skill, can your growth marketeers uncover which lever, usually a combination of levers, has the greatest impact on your startup in this season, at this stage of your startup's growth? Because, yes, you guessed it, it's a moving target. Hence, the analytical skill of deciphering what matters from the trove of data is key and depends on your team possessing these three qualities. A, high emotional intelligence, able to both set firm goals and the flexibility to hear the insights needed to tear up the plan. B, curiosity, someone who keeps asking the question why, not just how. And C, the allowance to get it wrong and an ability to accept failure as a path to success. Old marketing consisted of annual marketing budgets and goals, which led to huge spreadsheets calculating the intricacies of every planned campaign over the next 12 months. If you still do this, give it up. Instead, growth hacking is controlled chaos. It is designed to be responsive to external factors and opportunities as well as internal insights and developments. However, your growth team still needs some control and direction. And this is where your scorecard comes in. Update it weekly, religiously. From that scorecard, set weekly targets to test new ideas and capture the results and data and reassess and reassess and reassess each and every week. Essentially, if you don't have a weekly scorecard, you're not growth hacking. Which leads us to insight number 4. Your growth goal is to discover the levers to growth by focusing on this 3-part formula. Top of the funnel multiplied by magic moments multiplied by product. What you, the founder, want from your growth hacking team is a clear understanding of what each of these elements is and which levers you need to pull to get more growth for more top of the funnel prospects, more magic moment experiences and more product wow enjoyment. Which brings us to the final insight, number 5. Strategic psychology and happy offers. Before we let your growth hacking team loose, we should focus on the psychology both at a strategic and a tactical level. I call the strategic bit strategic psychology and the tactical bit happy offers. The happy offer, let's do this first, is in many ways the sale closer. When someone has already decided to buy, it closes the sale. Think of it as the power behind buying now rather than buying later or just forgetting. So what does a happy offer look like? Essentially, it is one of the many tactics of growth hacking. Free gift, free trial, something extra, which has a high perceived value, low cost to deliver, and doesn't upset your existing customers. Which is why I call these happy offers. Consider this. For many years, insurance and finance companies issued unhappy offers, discounted deals to new customers only, which caused years of outrage. So now smart insurance companies started a few years ago to write to existing customers with an existing customer discount bonus, happy offers. Hence, if you offer a free ebook to new customers, then offer the same ebook to all your existing customers too. Tell them that you're running a campaign but want to give them early access, and then invite them to share your offer with their friends. When it comes to the strategic psychology, this requires leveraging natural human hot buttons that we all have, which are present regardless of seasons or fashions. Examples include the need for more likes, think social media. The fear of missing out, think scarcity and why Ryanair always says only 3 tickets remaining, etc. Reciprocity. This is where you offer a lot of free stuff and build trust with the aim of possibly longer term gaining a client or a deal. Once upon a time, reciprocity was called scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It's the power of the club or the tribal type belonging that one might find operating in political circles. Hence, the key. Make sure someone on the growth hacking team has responsibility for the strategic psychology and for the tactical happy offers. You'll need to use both. Thanks for watching so far. Let me just wrap things up now. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to build a team of curious, action-focused people who can track, report weekly, and hack their way to success. Whether you build your growth team with new or recent graduates, or with experienced direct response type marketeers or software developers, look for the personality types that can learn, adapt, and act. Lastly, the tighter the team, the better the results. Find likable people, give them a fun budget, set them free, and watch them like a hawk. So what's the coaching question from all of this? It really has to be this. Who is building your growth hacking team, and what do they need to accelerate their mission and uncover your startup's success levers? I'm Neil Lewis. I partner alongside founders. If you like this, you can check out more of my stuff at mediamodo.co.uk, like the video, or subscribe to my channel below for more startup insights.